Hey, wanna know a secret? I know a place where magic still lives, where spirits roam free and shadows dance in the moonlight. Wanna see it with me? Come on, I'll show you the way. So here we are. Before us stands a tall, rusted iron gate. Its sharp edges have been softened by time, but it still bears the scars of centuries. Its hinges moan with each gust of wind that whistles through the rusted bars. Beyond the gate, the old mansion rises, its tall windows like watchful eyes peering into our souls. The giant wooden doors look like they haven't moved in 100 years. They seem to hold secrets whispered by ghosts long ago. The pale moonlight reflects off the gray walls, casting long, eerie shadows around us. And from somewhere inside, strange whispers seem to float out into the night. Do you hear them? Can you feel the energy crackling in the air? Are you ready to step inside? Well, here goes nothing. The rusted gate creaks open, revealing a wide garden in front of the mansion. It looks like a sleeping forest, tangled and wild, yet beautiful in its untamed state. Twisted trees with dying leaves sway gently in the breeze, forming a canopy overhead that filters the moonlight into dancing shards on the ground below. Wild grass grows without order, hiding all kinds of secrets and small creatures scurrying beneath. And in the center, a stone fountain stands dry and covered in moss, like an old, forgotten memory. Around it, cracked stone statues stand silently, their faces twisted as if watching us, judging our every move. But wait, what's that? In the corner, a pale shadow moves quickly between the trees. A shiver runs down your spine. Do you see it, too? What could it be? Are we really alone here? As we venture deeper into the garden, the shadows grow longer and thicker. The air grows heavy with the scent of decaying leaves and damp earth. The silence is broken only by the sound of our own footsteps crunching on the gravel path. Suddenly, a twig snaps behind you. You whirl around, heart pounding, but see nothing there. Just more trees, shadows, and the looming mansion in the distance. Was it the wind? Or was someone or something watching you all along? We reach the foot of the stairs leading up to the mansion's wide porch. The steps are crumbling beneath our feet, and each step moans like a tired old man. As we climb higher, the sounds of the garden fade away, replaced by an unsettling quiet. Finally, we reach the top step and pause, taking in the sight before us. The mansion seems to loom closer now, its windows like vacant eyes staring back at you. What secrets lie behind those weathered walls? Will you find answers to the questions that linger in your mind, or will you only find more mysteries to deepen the shadows in your soul? Take a deep breath and step onto the porch. The time has come to find out. You knock on the massive wooden door. It feels cold beneath your touch, as if the wood itself has absorbed the sorrow of countless years. A moment passes. Then, slowly, the door begins to creak open, revealing a glimpse of darkness beyond. The hinges whine like a lost spirit trapped between worlds. Are you brave enough to step inside and face whatever awaits you in the darkness? Inside, it's dark, almost impossible to see in the gloom. The air is thick with dust motes dancing in the faint moonlight filtering through grimy windows. Cobwebs cling to the walls like ghostly shrouds, and the only sound is the echo of your own heartbeat in the suffocating silence. You run your hand along a dusty old chandelier, its crystals long since vanished, leaving only bare metal to catch the moonlight and cast distorted shadows on the floor below. The air is heavy with the scent of decay and forgotten memories. As you move deeper into the house, the shadows seem to shift and twist around you, taking on shapes that startle and frighten. Each step you take on the creaking wooden stairs sends shivers down your spine. With each step, the darkness presses in closer, threatening to swallow you whole. Suddenly, a floorboard groans beneath your weight and a loose brick falls from the wall, clattering to the floor. Startled, you whirl around, but the darkness offers no answers, only whispers and secrets best left undisturbed. Pushing your fear aside, you continue on, determined to uncover the truth hidden within these crumbling walls. As you explore further, you come across a grand staircase sweeping majestically between floors, its banisters intricately carved with faces that seem to leer down at you from the gloom. Sunlight streams through stained glass windows, illuminating swirls of dust dancing in its golden rays. But even in this moment of beauty, there's a sense of melancholy, a reminder of all that's been lost to time. Then you see him standing at the top of the stairs, bathed in the ethereal glow, a tall, gaunt figure with skin like bleached bone and eyes that burn with an otherworldly light. He seems to shimmer and waver, half seen, half hidden in the shadows. His long, tattered cloak billows around him, concealing his features from view. As you watch, mesmerized, he takes a step forward, then another, and slowly begins to descend the stairs towards you, his eyes never leaving yours. A chill runs down your spine, and you can't help but wonder, who is he and what does he want? The music room lies silent, its velvet curtains drawn against the world. Moonlight spills through cracks in the boarded-up windows, illuminating swirling patterns on the faded carpet below. In the corner, a grand piano sits draped in a heavy cloth, its keys yellowed with age and its music silent for decades. But as you approach, the cloth begins to lift on its own, as if beckoning you closer. And just as you reach out to touch it, invisible fingers press down on the keys, sending a mournful melody echoing through the empty hall. The ghost stands silently behind the piano, watching the room with eyes that hold centuries of sorrow. And as the music swells, the windows burst open without warning, letting in a rush of cold air that stirs the dust into dancing motes in the moonlight. A single white feather drifts down from above, landing on the open piano as if left by a visitor from another world. At the end of the hallway, a black door waits like a forbidden tomb, its surface carved with strange, archaic symbols that seem to writhe and twist in the flickering candlelight. With each step you take toward it, the air grows colder, heavier, as if the very walls are pressing in on you, trying to keep you from what lies beyond. The doorknob feels unnaturally smooth beneath your touch, and when you turn it, it creaks open slowly, revealing a room full of mirrors. Each one shows a different image of the ghost, sometimes tall and thin, sometimes hunched over and gnarled like an ancient tree. In one he weeps, his tears falling endlessly. In another he screams, his voice echoing your own fears. In another he falls from the sky, crashing to earth in a shower of stars. Suddenly, all the mirrors shatter at once, sending shards flying and twisting the ghost's reflection into 1,000 pieces. The room is plunged into darkness. You stumble back, heart pounding, and turn to flee. But as you do, you see movement in the garden outside. The trees are swaying violently now, their branches thrashing wildly in a frenzy as if caught in a storm. Yet there's not a shred of whine to be seen. The stone statues in the garden are also moving, their heads slowly turning toward the mansion, their faces twisted in silent screams. And above the fountain, the ghost appears once more, his form solidifying, his eyes blazing with a terrible light. He raises his arms to the sky and lets out a long, mournful cry that echoes through the shattered mirrors. Thunder roars above. For a moment, everything is silent except for the beating of your own heart. Then, from the ghost, a black light shoots out, covering the stars and snuffing out the moonlight. Darkness spreads like a stain, creeping over the garden, swallowing the mansion, consuming the world. And then, just as suddenly, everything stops. The garden is still. The mansion is silent. No birds, no wind, no movement, no sound. The mansion door shuts tightly on its own, as if sealing away its secrets once more. Slowly, the camera begins to move away from the mansion, floating up to the top window on the side of the house. There, the ghost's face appears once more, watching, waiting, knowing. And you realize that perhaps this story isn't ending, but only beginning.